Today we're going to look at what cookies are and specifically what are tracking cookies. But let's start with understanding a little bit more about cookies in general. Cookies historically have been very misunderstood, and they're nothing more than small pieces of data or information that are transferred from a website to our computers. Let's have a look at how this works. When you're browsing a website and you visit the website for the very first time, if that website is using cookies, your computer, and specifically your web browser, will receive a small piece of data which is then used by the website to track your activity over time and each subsequent click or every time you visit a new page on that website. A cookie is usually nothing more than a unique number or identifier that the website uses to reasonably assume that it's you who has subsequently clicked on each page. Now let me explain the benefits of why this is useful. So first of all, if you're shopping online and you're looking at items that you add to a shopping cart, this type of functionality is actually not technically possible without using cookies, because a website doesn't know once you've added an item to the cart when you return back to actually view the cart. So the website needs to know roughly who you are to show you your web cart that you've added items already to. Another benefit of cookies are websites that require a username and a password to log in, where you'll be sent a particular type of cookie that contains usually a session identifier or a session token. Sometimes it's just called a session cookie. And this identifier is used to make the website understand that you've already logged in and that you can access certain things that are available to you. Without a cookie and the technology that cookies bring us, this type of functionality, along with the shopping cart, simply would not be possible at all. Cookies have really underpinned the way the internet works as we know it, not only in the area of e-commerce, but also in the area of advertising online in general. And it's no secret that cookies are used very widely by internet advertisers and marketing companies. And the reason for this is quite clear, especially when we look at the fact that cookies can have an expiry date lasting many years. There are lots of advantages to advertisers and marketers being able to track people and being able to track their activities on websites as they return. And this also brings us to the discussion around web analytics and how website owners use information collected from their website visitors to enhance the experience for their customers online and also to optimize the sales opportunities that they have. So cookies have really underpinned the way all of this works on the internet. Of course, some of the dangers here are around these long expiry date cookies, which are sitting in our web browsers for very long periods of time, because these identifiers could potentially be used to track our activity online. And we know that in a modern era of internet usage and our privacy concerns that we all have, that this is not necessarily a good thing for us to have sitting on our computer. Now, there are really two things that you should be looking at in terms of your safety around tracking cookies. The first one is around your web browser and the capabilities that you have in your web browser. Now, one of the things you might want to do is research with whatever web browser you're using about how you can delete and remove cookies. And you may be really fascinated to actually have a look at the settings and have a look at all of the cookies that are revealed and just get an idea of the number of cookies that are in your web browser. You'll be really surprised when you see exactly how much tracking is going on. The second thing you really want to do is make sure that on your computer you've installed an internet security package such as AVG Internet Security, which includes the ability to track or detect known tracking cookies which are being used maliciously. This type of feature is really, really useful because it means that you can have an automated way of just detecting these cookies that are being used maliciously and instantly delete them and make sure they're not stored in your browser in the first place. Thanks so much for joining us at the AVG Academy. We'll see you next time.